The following program is for adult audiences only.
This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
Live right now.
Are you ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Well, hey there. Happy Wednesday. It is March the 18th, 2020, and I'm Eric, talking at you from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where in like 10 years from now, we're going to look back on this time period and go, man, cannot believe the new Bachelorette was 38 years old.
I'm so disappointed you even know that detail.
It's the big news on everybody's mind right now. Hey, Gord.
That's...
How you
Hey,
doing,
Eric.
buddy? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm finally starting to feel better. I am coming out of the fog, and my anger is finally alleviating me, and yeah, I'm feeling better.
This is all good news.
So
Quick,
with that news, show. No, I'm just
want to say hi to Mike and the boys at Pitlane Parley, #1 racing and IndyCar podcast on the internet. They're now doing multiple episodes per week, so check those guys out on Apple Podcasts. When you're not listening to podcasts, go watch The Truth About Marriage. It's the single best documentary that Roger Nygaard's made this year. What else do I got to hit real quick?
excited for it.
Functionally Dysfunctional Show. If you like me and Gord, you'll like them just a little bit less. But they are a fantastic show. I really enjoy listening to that show. I would say it's in my top 4. Functionally Dysfunctional Show. You can check that on Apple Podcasts. And leave those guys a little... It doesn't matter so much leave a review, but just click the star. Just click the 5 stars for them. And while you're there, do us too. Cool, thanks. I will do more of that kind of crap later. I want to say, world, welcome to the 2-year anniversary and the debut of Season 3 of What If We're Right. It was on this day, 2 years ago, that a man with a dream started... Whatever.
Whatever. I don't fucking know.
It was called Is It Just Me back then, and it was just me. And I just walked around my job site talking about work and how stupid it was.
and they supported it, too. It was the funnier thing.
They did. I think they knew they were going to fire me very, very soon. But 2 years we've been doing this, buddy. That's crazy to me. Honestly, I know, like, so much shit has gone on in those 2 years that it seems like a fucking lifetime. But honestly, it hasn't felt like 2 years. Time flies when you're...
It's a crazy
running
thing.
around trying to plug in your phone.
Yeah, right? They're dodging eggs from fucking balconies above.
So, I don't have a really awesome clip show for you guys. I'll put something together for Friday, but what are the chances if I call it 7 or 8? We're going to have a guest call in whenever the fuck he wants to. I don't care. Like, this is the thing that just, I don't want to, he's probably listening, so I don't want to bitch about him, but.
If you're listening, Adrian, stop being annoying. Call in 30 minutes. Jesus, man, relax.
I'm going to... Yeah, the Bachelorette's 38. That's just weird. Wrong.
Isn't that the Cougarette? No?
Yeah, it must be. No, I think it's cool. I realized a couple of years ago that, like, I'm just at that age now where everything is wrong and weird. Like, 38, fuck, that's young. But they're making a big deal out of it because she's like the old Bachelorette. It's like, what? I crossed that threshold this year where I like looked at Playboy and I felt bad. I'm like, you put some clothes on, the young lady. It's sad when you look at a Playboy and you just feel like fatherly. You're like, where did her parents go wrong?
That's so weird. Never fucking felt or thought that ever. I'm just a dirty old man.
They should put and Dolly Parton for her 75th birthday wants to do Playboy for the second time.
She did Playboy before?
She has done Playboy. It was in the 80s or 90s, I believe.
Really?
But she wants to do it for her 75th birthday. And let me be the first to say, oh God, please don't!
1978.
78, okay. I knew it was a long time ago. But don't. No one needs to see that.
I mean, she wasn't naked the first time anyways.
And yeah, no, she's got some, she says she fits in the outfit she wore in the first time she did it.
Really? It's a little black bustier teddy sort of thing. Just a little one piece. Just
because your old shrinky old lady body fits in your stretchy fucking 78 tracksuit, no one needs to see it.
That's so funny.
She's a lovely lady. I don't think 75-year-olds need to do Playboy. But neither do 18-year-olds apparently, because that's just wrong.
But I mean, she still fits the bill. She's still blonde with big tits, so she still fits the Playboy bill. So,
yeah, I've been thinking about this way more than I should. Like that whole thing. Imagine if the Playboy Mansion existed in the Me Too era. Like that place was that was a Me Too mansion. That's all that went on there was horrible shit. You think how would his brain would just explode if he was still alive?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I actually caught a clip of Hef not too long ago when he was on a talk show, and it was so funny because, of course, like the women all fucking hated him, but he made reference. He just said, look, with the girls and or made a reference to the women in the audience and said about calling them girls, and these feminist chicks get up and they're like all pissed about it. He goes, "Oh, I didn't realize that bothered you. Nobody's ever said anything to me before about that. It's how I refer to all women." Anyways,
yeah,
like he couldn't have given a flying fuck.
And why would he?
No, he wouldn't, because he's gonna be like, I'm just gonna go home to my 15 fucking girlfriends and watch them fuck each other because I can't get it up.
That mansion would just be like non-existent. Rose McGowan would just be outside, like throwing grenades at it,
while begging to be fucking posing for it.
And Hef would be just sitting there going, "I don't get it. Why is everybody mad at Harvey?"
Right. He used to be here all the time. Sure, some tears were shed, but everybody walked home.
It doesn't seem to be much going on that front either. Funny how everything's just done. There's just no problems in the world anymore.
No, there's none. I was telling Eric this before we went on air. The one big news I could find about Canada in the news right now, aside from coronavirus, was Justin Trudeau in front of his house where he's in self-isolation.
Genius.
Talking. Absolutely.
In case nobody heard me say it last night, smartest politician alive today. Yeah. He pulled such a brilliant move, just saying, "No, I got the virus. I can't do shit while it's going on. Peace." And fucked off. That is amazing.
I wonder if he actually I wonder if he got his wife infected specifically just so that he's like, "Man, if this thing hits the fan, I need you to get the virus. I can't get it, but I need you to get it. That way I can isolate with you. We can just hide it."
98% sure he did that. Absolutely. If she even has it at all.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so as Trudeau is doing his little press conference talking about the coronavirus and stuff and what's going on, he finishes his speech and he goes, "All right, well, we're going to do a little question and answer period here. And but before we do, I'm supposed to be leading by example, about taking care of ourselves. I'll be right back." And he takes off, runs into the house, comes back out with a jacket. And he goes, "The sun is shining, but it's a little chilly out here." And this was news headlines. Trudeau puts on jacket during interview.
Yeah, that's
like, is nobody killing anybody more? I don't see.
No.
There's no gun violence. There's nobody's killing anybody.
5 or 6 months ago, that would have been a big thing. Like, Trudeau's not showing leadership. He's not strong. He can't even stand outside with a jacket. They would have tore him apart for that shit. People love to hate that dude.
It's true.
I did until the coronavirus. I think the way he's handled it is absolutely hilarious. And there's other politicians going, fuck that guy. Why didn't I think of that? And he's like, Trump's like, I should have done that. I've got all kinds of viruses. I've got many, many viruses. So many viruses.
All great.
They're all great. Some big, some small. I've got all the viruses. I had them before anybody.
It's a great virus. It's a lovely virus. I love this virus.
The best virus.
Wrong.
Some big, some small. We've got all the viruses. Got them in Mexico. The China virus. That doesn't sound anything like Donald Trump. I don't know why that's my Trump voice, but it is.
It does. It doesn't work, but that's okay.
I'm not changing it. That's my impersonations don't sound at all like the person I'm impersonating, and that's why they're like, no one does them like me. They're very unique. Because they don't sound anything like the person I'm trying to sound like. I used to be able to do a really good Alf impersonation. That was the only one I had really down.
When I watched the movie, like, all I need is a little clip, but I can do an amazing what do you call it, Forrest Gump impression. Like, I can nail it perfectly, but I need the reference point to hear it first, then I can go on my random tangents about it. But yeah.
Tom Hanks is exiled in Australia.
No.
Forrest Gump is running on America.
They were officially released. I just saw that somewhere. Hang on. Where did I see it? Come on, Tom Hanks. Where are you, motherfucker?
Don't worry about it. It's not important. We can't. I don't care. I was just making a joke.
That's very,
about
very important.
Donald Trump being stupid.
It's our boy.
Moving on. Yeah. What else could you talk about? Really, this fucking goddamn thing is shutting down the world. Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, Costco is limiting. You're only allowed 100 people in the store at a time.
Yep.
How do you know 98 of them don't have it? What the fuck does that do? It solves nothing. It's an idiotic way to try to mitigate circumstances.
Yeah, I got nothing to say with that one, because that's the way they think that will help curb it.
Yeah, but fuck, do the math. It makes no sense. It doesn't matter if you allow 50 people in or 100 people in, or you don't know unless you're scanning everybody at the door.
No, but I think the basic sort of outlook is, I think it's just a matter of being able to say, okay, if we only have like 100 people in, that means people won't be rubbing shoulder to shoulder running through the place, which means if somebody sneezes, there shouldn't be somebody standing right beside them at any given point.
Yes, I know what the thinking is, but it's stupid. You can't. It's an all or nothing situation. You can't just. I don't understand why people. I don't understand why this virus seems to be making everybody retarded.
Yes. Well, it's because that's